Today I want to make a transmission. What do we mean when we say that everyone is yourself pushed out? Everyone is you in a disguise, you with another face. So I will take an example that is very, very common, and I'm not judging. I was there. I used to do that until I realized that I was the one creating it. So say, for example, you have someone in your life who's complaining all the time. Say you have to deal with someone in your life in this moment. You have circumstance that you can't avoid dealing with that person, and that person is complaining all the time, and she's a real pain, or he is a real pain, and complaining and making everything difficult, and it's not easy. And say you are describing it to your friend, and you're talking about it in your mind, and you're making it bigger by putting your attention on it. So you bring your light, the light of your attention, the light of awareness to that thing, and you focus on it and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. And you make it bigger in your mind, and then it's bigger in your life. And then you talk about it to other people. You talk about it to your friend, to your partner, everyone who can hear you, you talk about it. And you're telling, like, she's doing this and she's doing that, and look how she is, and it's a pain, and I'm done with this, I can't do this anymore. And so when you talk about it to someone else, you make it even bigger, and then someone else put their light of awareness on the problem. So you invite others to make the problem bigger. Because now your friend, your mom, your partner, they're all putting the light on your problem, and that we are all in agreement that it's very big and it's very painful, and it makes it bigger. So not only you are putting your light on it, now you have a whole village putting their light on it, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so if you can look at yourself, if you can have a self-honesty and a willingness to look at yourself, to really look at yourself, at what you're doing, aren't you now the same thing that you are describing? By being the victim of it, by being the victim, being in the belief that you are a victim of it, you are making the perpetrator bigger, and you yourself become a perpetrator, because everyone around you can only hear you complain. And so you become, or you are, the problem that you are describing. So the power of your awareness is your power. You can choose to retract your power from the seeming problem. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But if you carry childhood wound of disappointment, abandonment, not being seen, not being heard, you still carry that, and you recreate the wound over and over and over again. And your life is a replay, it's a constant replay of this karmic tendency, of which you are the first star of your own movie. So how can I make this clearer? It demands self-honesty, self-willingness, and humility to see everything, because you are the whole freaking game. So if you choose to retract your light from this seeming difficulty, it doesn't stay with you all day long wherever you go. It doesn't stay with you in your consciousness. You're not reliving it every minute of the day. Now, this is deflating the negative without effort, because your energy is your highest currency. And when you waste your energy in this lower astral, this lower thought form, your energy is not available to create. And you are constantly living in a survival mode of experience, in the victim perpetrator consciousness, which is the egoic sense of separation. It's where you are different. You are someone different. Your need to be considered different, to be considered, to be heard, to be seen, is creating this mess that you are living in. When you stop to retract your awareness from this, and you stop putting your light on the problem, what happens next? You access your creative genius. Because when you stop talking all the time in your mind, when you stop entertaining these conversations that are not real, you get intuitive hints. You get intuitive, inspired action. You start to take inspired action and you compound the positive, meaning you can put your light on something different, which is infinite intelligence. You can discern the quality of thinking. Finite intelligence is always in separation. It's not gonna work, you're alone, you're not seen. Finite intelligence, it's always striving and struggling and have to and must do and should and complaining and blaming. That is not you. That is not you. That is a voice that is speaking in you. If you stop listening to that voice, you get access to infinite intelligence. And infinite intelligence is an intelligence combined with love. Because finite intelligence is an intelligence, but it's deprived of love. So it's mostly made of fear of lack. When you access infinite intelligence, you start to receive new thoughts, such as, I deal with it when it arises. There are no problems now in this moment. It has the flavor of ease, love, relaxation, relief. It has a flavor of, you can be your biggest cheerleader. I trust myself. I know that I can have a logical dream, and at the same time I have common sense. If I'm in it, it's gonna work because I am in it. So I'm just sending you like a few new beliefs that you can, letting go of the belief that don't serve you. Like, she's complaining, there's nothing I can do about it. That's not true. You can speak. You can tell your truth. You can speak your voice. You can say no. That's not true. It's not true that you are a victim. You perceive yourself to be a victim, but you're not. And when you start to say your truth, without projecting anger, hatred, you start to say your truth cleanly with love. And it is received in the same way that it is given. There are no problems in this moment. So as you let go of these beliefs that don't serve you, you can adopt new beliefs that are serving you. Everything always lined up. Everything I need always appears the moment it's needed. Clients are magnetized to work with me because it is for their highest benefit. And it is true. Because everything works by resonance. No one wants to work with someone who's struggling and striving and trying and Ginger, she loves to come here because she's finding, like, sometimes she's gonna find little rabbit here. The floor appears as I walk. As I walk toward my dream walks toward me. In fact, that's true. As you walk towards your dream appear. As you take inspired action from the knowing that it's gonna work, things work out. If you believe in lack and failing and struggling, that will be your experience. If you believe you have to work hard, that will be your experience. You can drop it. You can drop those beliefs that are not serving you. You can wake up in the morning and be open to anything can happen. I'm so curious. I'm so curious to see what will unfold. I live in curiosity. It's absolutely magical. Like, I am open to be surprised. It's not the same day over and over again. It's not the, how do you call this, Groundhog Day. Well, if you live in the replay of your limiting belief, it feels like Groundhog Day. But what I'm telling you is not Groundhog Day. Anything can happen any moment. And you know what? If nothing happened, it doesn't matter, because you are whole and complete with or without it. That is creating from wholeness. Knowing your wholeness before. Your wholeness is here before anything else. And then you create from there. All right, if that sparks something in you, I mean, everything that I have in my coaching program and mentorship, private mentorship, group mentorship, will always point you back to truth. And the truth is, you don't have problem if you don't take ownership of problem. You can deal with things when they arise. No, Ginger, come on. So I will always point you back to your truth, to the truth of who you are. Whole and complete, lovable. Such a powerful manifester. You are a powerful manifester. A magician. So my course are guiding you to create magic. Because knowing the ingredient, we can finally take something good instead of reproducing the same shit. But you gotta be done with it. You gotta be ready to invest. You gotta be ready to invest your time, your presence, your energy, your money. In yourself. Instead of wasting it on what is seemingly separate outside of you. You're not gonna change the mirror if you don't change inside yourself. Life is mirroring you back who you are. You're not getting what you want, you're getting what you are. So if you want something different, you have to be different. And you'll get it right back. Okay, bye. There's a form below if you want to stay connected. And if you really want to work with me and you want a shortcut, write me an email. Just tell me I'm ready to invest in myself. And we'll meet and talk about it. Bye.